Good morning, you wonderful people. It is V-Day celebrations, and there'll be lots of street parties all around, people celebrating and remembering our veterans, remembering those who 80 years ago fought for our country. And they the sort of people that we should always remember, and always never ever forget those people, like those men, young women and young boys especially, that went out to war for our country, fought for our country. And, you know, sometimes often forgotten, sadly. And, which isn't right. Those sort of people should always be remembered, because they're the people that made our country. If it hadn't been for those people, I wouldn't be here. You know, those people served our country, built our country. You know, you've got to think of these things. People that gave their lives to the UK, to everywhere. You know, these guys, you go to Jersey, you can see all that's left, some of them, of the tunnels, of how close that the Germans got to the UK, how very, very close. And how, you know, what would have been if they'd had got close, if they had entered British shores? What would have happened? You know, we don't know. We just don't know. But it makes you stop and think for a bit, doesn't it? Sometimes when you see videos. I can't find my black eye and I have to use blue. War films and what happened all those years ago, and it makes you think how proud we are, we should be to be British. And with all these people, I'm not being racist, that come over here and they just go, I'll have that, this, that and the other. What about our veterans? What about people that fought for our country? My motto is charity starts at home. What's happening today? Oh. You know, I'm sorry about that. But charity starts at home, doesn't it? There was a video a few weeks ago of a guy from Sudan, I think it was, I can't remember. And he was dressed in the absolute best trainers, best everything, dancing around in a hotel. Look at me, aren't I great? What about people that have worked all their lives, that might be struggling, that might have to use a food bank for whatever reason? What about those people? You know, what about that? What about these people that have to, you know, struggle because of whatever circumstances? And you've got people like that. You know, I don't want to go down the political path. I really don't want to do it. But especially today, like today, where you've got people that, you know, fought for our country, and we should remember those. And you get people that come in and go, yeah, I'll have that, please. Yeah, you can have that. Get my lipstick. You know, you can do this and you can do that. It's okay. You know, it's all right. What about these people that have actually, you know, gone to war? I mean, some of these people are in their 80s and their 90s. They're the same age as my dad, who's 90. He was 9 when the war finished, when V-Day was announced, victory over Europe. You know. But what was, you know. Give my hair a bit of a straighten, I think. But, you know, charity does start at home. As I said, I don't want to go down the political thing of, you know, talking about politics and right and wrong and all the rest of it. But I will speak my mind, because some of you know, some of you might not know. Like, I help out at my local food bank sometimes in Hynes Park. And a couple of the people that don't come anymore because they've had help were veterans. One was in the army, one was in the Marines, and one was, I think, also maybe in the army. I'm not sure. But they served our country and they had to turn up at a food bank. I mean, it's wrong, isn't it? I shouldn't rant and rave, but for those of you who've gone to London, have a great, fantastic day. Enjoy VE Day, and I hope if you're having a street party, I hope it, the sun does shine a little bit. It's always the same on bank holiday though, but that's my video today. I'd like to thank personally all the veterans that have served our country. Thank you for your service. Thank you. And if there are any veterans out there that live in Hymes Park that need any support, leave me a message, and I'll try my very, very best to help you. Take care, happy VE Day, happy bank holiday, and I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.